Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. It is another hot, miserable, gross day today. I've been sick the last few days. Thought I had COVID there for a minute, but I took the test and came up negative. So it must have just been the flu or something. Man, I was miserable. Night before last, I was having just a miserable night. I was just aching all over, headache, aching all over, upset stomach. I won't go into other details, but it was not a pretty sight. I thought for sure I might have COVID. So yesterday I took a COVID test and it came back negative. By yesterday evening I was feeling a bit better. Still got the headache, but other than that, the achiness is gone. I think I sweated out last night. I woke up just drenched this morning. So whatever I had, I think I sweated it out last night. But so I finally got fluid in this lantern today, and this is the first light of it. I'm just letting it burn in. Man, it's a beauty. It is a beauty. I gotta get that. There it goes. That's better. Those globes get hot. You do not want to touch the globes with your bare fingers. The glass part. It was not seated properly at the top, so I had to move that around a little bit. I'm smoking my Peterson 314 spigot with some Seattle Pipe Club's Mississippi River Special Reserve that I've had. I have a bunch of this in my cellar. This one I got from Sergeant Savinelli back in 2019. This was my favorite tobacco for the longest time. I loved this tobacco. And then in June of 2019, I had some seizures. And they put me on this seizure medicine, which took away my taste for sweet stuff. I couldn't taste any sweet things, anything that was sweet tasting. Any, candies, Cokes, Pepsis, all of that kind of stuff. All that taste was gone. And the thing I loved about Mississippi River Special Reserve was there was this amazing sweetness to it. Natural, just a natural sweetness to this tobacco that I just loved. And when I started taking the seizure medicine, that was all gone. And I still take that seizure medicine. I have to be on it forever so that I can drive. But some of my taste for sweetness has come back. And so I can taste a little bit of the sweetness from this Mississippi River Special Reserve, but it's still not as amazing as it used to be for me. I want to do a shout out to Boot Barn. I didn't know they did this, but this hat that I'm wearing, it got soaked, and I was out working in the yard, and it poured rain, and this hat got soaked, and it lost its shape completely, and it got just totally soaked. And when I took it off, I put it on a shelf, and it was wet when I put it on the shelf. And it's my work hat, it's not my a dress hat or anything like that, but it got completely all cockeyed. I mean, one side was up, one side was down. This front part was it's still all wobbly looking, but it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. I went into Boot Barn and I asked them, do you guys, reshape hats? And they said, yeah, we do. And I said, well, man, I got one that's a mess, and can you reshape it? And they said, well, bring it in. We'll do the best we can on it. And so before Father's Day, I think it was the day before Father's Day, I took this hat in, and this hat is it's a Resistol, and it's the hat that the Border Patrol wears. I have a buddy that's a Border Patrol agent, and he gave me this hat many years ago, and it's a really nice hat, and I've worn the heck out of it. I mean, as you can tell, it's filthy dirty, sweat stains all over it. It's my work hat. That's the one I use when I'm working out in the yard. And okay, I think that one's out. So they called me on Monday, and the girl that called, his name was Brittany. And Brittany said, I worked on your hat. I did the best I could. It's minimally better, but I couldn't get it to look brand new. And I never expected them to get it to look brand. I didn't expect them to be able to do anything with it. And then I told them when I left, I said, good luck with that, man. I don't expect you to be able to do anything with it. I went and picked up this hat today, And it's a decent, it's in really good shape. I mean, it looks like a cowboy hat again. It looks like a Western hat. It's got wear, obviously. I've worn it. I've, you know, it's my work hat. It's been around. It's not been babied in any way, shape, or form, but it's got shape to it again. I mean, if you look at the front of it, it's got a big crease across the front where it got all wet and bent down, and they couldn't fix that. But they got it back to where it looks, where I can wear it. And they did that for no charge. And apparently they do this for no charge on all hats, all cowboy hats, Western hats. They'll make them, they can either do it round or flat, put a dip in the front, make it straight in the front, make it flat in the front, however you want it. You tell them how you want it, they'll do it. Obviously mine wasn't able to do a whole lot with, because it was destroyed. It was completely destroyed. I just wanted to be able to wear it and not look like, you know, Festus or something, you know. And they did that. They got it looking back to like a hat with some shape. And I was thrilled to death that they did that. I was just thrilled with it. I'm thrilled with this hat. I mean, I love this hat. It's my working hat. You know, I've got a couple other straw hats like this, but this one's really light, a light straw. And I love this one for when I'm working out, you know, on the tractor, when I'm out there in the heat. It keeps the sun off me. Obviously it's seen its days, and it's dirty, it's filthy. But I just wanted to give them a shout out for doing that, for doing such an incredible job on it, for one thing, and then to not charge to do it was amazing. So here's the Boot Barn. That's where I've always got my hats in the past, and my boots. And I'll be buying a new hat from them soon, I'll tell you. They have a really nice Cody James in there, that light tan one that I've had my eye on for a while. I need to go in there and pick that one up. I really like that one. You know, I've got a black, and I've got a black felt one. And I've got several different cane ones like this, the straw cane. I want to get a light tan. And there's a nice Cody James that they have in there that I really like. It's a light tan one. Oh man. So I was stoked when I got this hat back. So thanks to Boot Barn. But it's a working hat. It's been beat up and sweated on, and I love it. I absolutely love this hat. When I'm on the tractor, I'm wearing this hat all the time. So it was funny when we were in Boot Barn just before Father's Day. Denny was looking at hat racks for Western hats that they had in there. She goes, "That's what you need. You need one of those." And I said, "Yeah, well." And I think they had a 4-hat and a 6-hat rack. You kind of put the hats in them upside down, and they keep their shape. And so she took a picture of it. So I don't know. Someday down the line, maybe that'll show up at the house for my birthday or something, you know. I told her, I said, I don't know where we would put that. Our house isn't big. We don't have a big house. It's more like a cabin. That's what I call it. I call it our little cabin. It's not a big house. We have, a lot of land. But the house itself isn't big. It's big enough for us. Oh man. It is hot and humid today. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Just letting the wick burn in on the lantern. I was working on this little reel here, this little pin. This is a pin 109 that I picked up, and it was missing a little side spring, so that just came yesterday. I ordered that off of Mystic Parts. That little spring cost me almost as much as the reel did. It's just a little tiny little spring. And see if I can get that out. So I was missing this little spring here. So I ordered that. I think it was $8-9 with shipping for that little part. Which was dang near what I paid for the reel. This is a reel from the 1930s, from what I've been able to gather. 30s or 40s. Works great. It'll be a great little catfish reel. Got can kind of taste that sweetness in here. And I like that. I like that that sweetness is starting to come back for me. I need to start doing some more rocking chair videos. Rocking chair's looking kind of lonely over there. And I miss the rocking chair. I miss sitting in that rocking chair. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. God bless. And if you have any hats that need to be reshaped, any Western hats, take them to Boot Barn. These guys are awesome. Catch you later. God bless.